can't keep my eyes open. I've been just frustrated. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have enough time. I'm gonna fail. It's officially my very first finals week of my second degree. Oh my God. If you're new here, hello, my name's Chelsea. I'm a 34-year-old student in one of New York City's CUNY schools, Baruch College. I'm back in school 11 years after I finished my first degree because that one didn't really work out for me. And this has been quite a ride being a student again. You're learning how to study again. You're learning what you're actually capable of academically now that your frontal lobe is fully developed. Right now, I'm learning Python. I'm in Spanish and in intermediate math, so I'm in a prerequisite jail currently. Anyways, I kind of lose my mind a little bit in this video because it's a stressful time, but it's all good vibes. So if this sounds like something you'd be interested in watching, well, if you're already this far in, you might as well stick around. And if you're a student watching this who has finished their finals, give me a booyah in the comments. It's finals week. By the end of this video, I will be done with at least my first round of finals. Thank goodness. I have spent all morning just locking in and I'd never been to the Capital One Cafe before. Now I'm heading to school because I have Spanish class and then math class. But yeah, I hope you enjoy a few days of finals.
No way, you guys don't comment.
I was like, wait. I have not had the chance to say a word to you all day. Oh my God. It's been non-stop today. I had a really good day actually. So in the morning I went to the Best Friends Animal Society who I've been fundraising for the month of December. After that I went to the cafe. I got a lot of work done. I have been in this headspace of being able to sit and focus and not get too distracted, and I've been getting so much done because of it. And then I went to school and I had 2 classes. Today was my last Spanish class actually. Yeah, I'm not like devastated about that at all. It's just a lot of final prep. We got to look over an example final, so I have a better handle on what to expect. From doing that, I realized I know more than I thought I did, but I just don't practice with anyone in a conversation ever, so it's hard to apply it. You know, you just need practice applying it. But I'm enrolled next semester too for the next round of Spanish, next and last round of Spanish. So hopefully I can have a little conversation by the end of that one. And then I also had my math class, and that was like a crazy exam review. I have one last math class on Monday, and then on Monday I also have my intro to programming quiz, not the final. And then on Tuesday I have 2 finals. And then the following Tuesday, I have my last final. So that's the little schedule. I'm kind of glad that my finals are broken up like that, even if it means I have a week between. But I just look back on my first week of school, and especially for the programming class, like I couldn't even work Zoom. And here I am, you know, honestly sitting in the exact same position I was telling you about. The worst first day ever, where I was in the street because I got kicked out of a place where I was taking an online class. And like just these last 3 or 4 months have gone by so fast. Oh, hey Zal, what's up, girl? Yeah, I'm really glad at this point in the semester and in the year in general, I feel really motivated versus burnt out. I could use a break, but I don't feel like I need to stop now or I'll burn out. So that's that. Snowing a little bit. We've got some flurries. So I've just been sitting here for maybe the last 4 or 5 hours just studying for my finals, specifically the quiz I have on Monday for my programming class. And I have been Like my brain is melted and I could not think anymore. My brain is kind of tired and I have a hard time focusing. So I don't know, I went and got some pho. I needed a good warm meal. I love pho. And I also got a drink it. I'm hoping the sugar like helps me focus, but also while I was there, I usually just turn on a YouTube video, and I've had this one saved. This creator, Steph Rand, she makes the most like lighthearted, cozy, fun coding videos. I feel like I've just needed motivation to even try with this because I've been just frustrated by like for loops and while loops and now dictionaries, and it just feels like I have so many more questions than answers no matter how much research I do. It just, nothing is sticking. I'm trying to like keep a good attitude with it, but watching her video doing the advent of code, it's just a series of programming puzzles that you can solve, and they're all holiday themed, and it's really cool. And like I just sat there, I was eating my pho, watching her talk through it. The way she explained it, I think, was just easy for me to understand. I don't know, it just re-inspired me to sit down tonight and give it another shot. And I've had people ask me if I can like share what I learned from my courses and stuff, and like I'm happy to share it, but I'm not here to teach it. Also, I was never sure how much I could actually share from my courses while I'm in the course specifically. I don't even know if I just made that up in my head. I don't know, but I can definitely share some of what I'm doing. And I can't believe in just like 4 days a lot of these exams are going to be done. Some techniques I've been doing to try and not even memorize code, but just work slower. I've been writing down the code in my GoodNotes. GoodNotes is what I use to study. Please sponsor me, GoodNotes. I love you. But it's been helping me slow down and actually think through things. Not just memorize steps, but memorize purpose behind those steps. So the next one that I'm on is write a program that uses a dictionary that gets the word frequency of a piece of text. Use the get method. Assume the text is stored in the variable text. I took a page out of Steph's book from her videos, and I was like, let me put some mood lighting on. That's pretty nice. I kind of like being in the dark. Okay, so this is the prompt I'm working with, and this is the code. Okay, so this is my interpretation from the notes I've taken. So variable freak for frequency, and this creates an empty dictionary. This is the variable that we're storing the piece. Yes, I spelled please wrong. Okay, this is the variable that we're storing a piece of text. So then we're making all the words from a string into a list, and then we're iterating through the list, and it should work. Let's try it. Great. Yes, we did it. Did we just code something together? No, I did all the work. What are you talking about? I submitted my programming project that we've been working on the last couple of weeks, and that took me a while. Tomorrow my focus is mostly on math. It's just the final push. Just a couple more weeks, and I'm done for the year. I can't keep my eyes open. It's not even that early, but it's snowing right now. I don't want to leave my bed. It's so cozy. Let's sit there, girl. Chilling by the heater. So I've been working on math for the last few hours. I've already done one practice final. There's a lot I need to review. Now I'm working on a second practice final, and it's going well. It's just going. It's a little monotonous and mind-numbing, but it's stuff I have to do to remind myself of what I learned 3 months ago, you know? Knock on wood, the practice finals seem easier than the exams that we did during the semester, and I think our professor did that on purpose. A lot of stacked fractions and factoring, but I've gotten better at factoring, so I'm not super scared by that anymore. The progress these last 5 months or so has been monumental. I mean, you remember back in August when I started summer school for math, I didn't even remember how to do long division. And now school doesn't feel as scary and getting old doesn't feel so bad. And my brain is jacked as from all the exercise. What comes next in this story is some pretty intense rest, and that's what I've been daydreaming about as finals get closer and closer. My brain is full. I've got my study buddy here. Yeah, I feel like my brain's going in a million different directions, and 1 minute I'm like, oh my god, I don't have enough time, I'm gonna fail. And the other minute I'm like, actually it's okay, you're doing better than you think. Like my math one, even if I get A's on every exam throughout the entire semester, which I did not get A's on every exam, but even if you do, and then you get below 50% on the final, you fail the class. So I'm just feeling the pressure a little bit. But what's new? I'm always anxious, I'm always panicking, and it always ends up being fine. But I can't say I haven't put in the work. Like, I have been heads down studying for 2 days now. A lot of the stuff is clicking, especially for programming, but the stuff for math was frustrating me because all the stuff on all the practice finals and study guides, like, it doesn't seem like we went over those in class. And so I feel like I'm learning things now. And I'm like, I don't want to be learning. I want to be reviewing. That's been frustrating because that's taking a lot more time that I'm not really like practicing the things I need to work on. I'm like learning new things that they might ask, but we don't know. It's just everything this month and the last 2 months have just been a lot of work, and I'm really starting to feel it now. So I think the best thing I can do for myself is get a good night's sleep. It's 11:11, make a wish. You guys know what my wish is. Hey everyone, welcome back to day 15 now. Hello everybody, welcome back to day 15 of this coffee advent calendar where we're unboxing a new coffee every day. In kind of. Melozio.
That I'm growing up, the shit never gets done. Every promise that I make just breaks another one. I hang with people that I hate and avoid the ones I love. I'm putting it off, see there's still time.
Just slowly checking things off one by one, trying to stay chill, remembering to drink my water, having a good breakfast was good. Y'all, I forgot like how much the stress is actually, oh, it's very present. We're gonna do great. I got a lucky broth to carry me through the rest of today. I'm nervous. I know I'm gonna do good. It's not even the final. It's so cool. I've made it through the semester almost. I'm proud of me no matter what happens.
Alright, for the quiz, we're going to leave a space in between. Also, you can start loading the quiz. You'll land on a page that requires you to enter a password. No headphones, telephones, smart glasses, AirPods.
I feel better about the math final tomorrow. I just have a lot of like extra homework to finish up for that. And the programming oh my god. The programming quiz went really well. The test had 20 points and 10 out of those were multiple choice. And then there were 2 coding questions that were 5 points each. So at the end, I only knew what I got based on multiple choice, and then the teacher grades the coding questions separately, but I got a 10 out of 20 correct. And the coding questions hadn't even been graded yet. So I got all of the multiple questions, all the multiple choice right. I mean, some of them I was guessing, but it was like just using my common sense. You know, I'm glad I still got that. Extremely happy about that. But I just have one more day of really tough, one more really tough day of the semester, and that's tomorrow. 2 finals tomorrow. I have to look at Spanish. I don't even know where I'm at with that right now. A lot of extra assignments to finish for that. So tonight is going to be devoted to finishing all the homework for both Spanish and math, and then I can take the finals tomorrow. I gotta eat something. What do I have for dinner? I tried to look put together today because I'm about to leave. I feel like if you look your best, you'll perform your best. In terms of tests, I unfortunately did not sleep much last night. My brain could not stop. Do you guys have that happen too? Super annoying. But also my fan in my room decided to not work, and apparently I need like white noise and a cool breeze. So I slept on my couch again, so I could get the airflow from the other AC in this room. The cats were running around, they were up pooping. It was a good time for them. I've really done the best that I can. I'm so proud of myself with how yesterday turned out. I'm just gonna try and let that seep into today. Even though I don't feel my best, I've really prepared as much as I possibly could. It just hit me that today is the last day of classes. Well, yesterday was the last day of classes. Classes are over. That's kind of crazy. So how did things go, you might ask? They went pretty darn well. There ended up being some last minute pressure to get an A in my math class due to some reasons that I'll explain another time. So today I was very much feeling the pressure since my final is 30% of my grade for my Spanish as well. However, considering the fact that I had 2 finals back to back, I did really well. There was definitely some stuff I fumbled on the Spanish one, like some vocab I just did not study, so that sucked. And for math, the short answer questions kind of went rough because I was overthinking things, but overall the multiple choice went super well, and now I just wait for the final grades. So hopefully I'll have more updates to share in my video coming this weekend, which is my last vlog of the year. So that's crazy. Thanks for all of the good vibes and for following me along. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up before you go, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.